Hello, welcome to Lily's Bubble. Hey there, my name is Lungile and this is Lily's Bubble. So today's video I'm gonna be talking about emotions and feelings. So I wanted to talk about this basically to say that whatever you're feeling, wherever you find yourself at, whatever is going on, it's okay and it's normal. At the end of the day, we are human and we are emotional beings, and that is exactly what makes us human. So therefore, whatever that you're feeling, wherever that you be, it's okay, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone. And the reason the reason I'm saying this is because oftentimes there are these emotions that come, or based on something that would happen, right? You would think or feel like maybe I'm supposed to react a certain way. And the reason why you feel like that, and you feel like maybe the way that you're reacting to the situation doesn't seem normal, is because of what you've been told, or what you've seen, or what you've been accustomed to. You've seen a lot of people reacting a certain way. Now you feel like, because I'm reacting somewhat different to a situation that has to be like maybe somewhat drastic to me, then there must be something wrong with me. But I just like thought and wondered really and truly, like, is there really a normal way to react to some things? Is there really a normal way to like honestly, I don't, like, personally, I don't think so, because the truth of the matter is some things are gonna trigger other people a lot deeper and differently than they would to me. And the reason for that is because, and even my reaction towards those things is gonna be completely different. And the reason would be because of my traumas or my experiences. Even my, like, there's some things that hit me hard that somebody else, if they were to experience the same thing, it wouldn't be that deep. And you find a lot other people be like, it's really not that deep. Like, don't, why you overreacting? But it's like, who are you to say that somebody's overreacting? You don't know what goes on in their mind. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they've dealt with for them to be triggered in the way that they are. So who are you, and what gives you the right to say that someone is overreacting? What gives you the right to say that it's not that deep? It might just be that deep, you know? So I wanted to make this video because, like, there's this constant need to like be a certain way, or to be like normal. And to me, like, I'm not expert whatsoever. This is just based on like my own analysis and just understanding and experience. And what I've come to realize is that I really don't think that there's a normal way that like is expected for a person to react to certain situations. The reason I'm saying that, like I said, is because we all have different things that we've come across. We've all seen different things. We've all like encountered different pain or hurt or whatever. That is going to like be the reacting force towards whatever that will be happening in front of us, you know? So now I'm saying that, like, your emotions don't always have to make sense, you know? And now, because of this thing of being told that you have to react a certain way, you have to be a certain way, you should feel a certain way. This is something, I'm talking about something that I actually experienced myself. And now you find yourself wishing that, oh, or feeling like there's something wrong with you just because you didn't react to the situation in the way that you would hope or you would think a normal person's supposed to react to it, like, you know? So, because the thing is also, what we have to understand is that we process things differently, and we react to things completely different. And you, as the person at hand and feeling like that, as much as, yes, you're feeling like, how it wasn't like, I really thought that I was gonna cry because of 1, 2, and 3 happened, but then you're not. And now you feel okay, and now you're questioning yourself and feel like there must be something wrong with me. Why am I not reacting in a way that I thought I would? And I've seen a lot of people being. Now it's like, there's definitely something wrong with me. But it's honestly, I don't think that's the case. And you might find that, yes, on a surface level, it feels like you are okay. But if you really look within and you really think about it properly, you wouldn't be okay. And now the way in which it's showing itself is going to show itself in like events that by that time you would have forgotten about it. Because why? As the older, like, from kids, really, when growing up, we program ourselves to react to a situation differently, and sometimes we're not even aware of how we're doing it. Sometimes it's just maybe based on also how we're raised. There's some ways then in which we were told and somewhat programmed to react to certain situations, to react to things a certain way, and it's like there will be this coping mechanism that are trying to like protect you, that you be using unknowingly. So I'm saying this like, don't be going around wishing that how I should be crying. Why am I not crying? Why am I not feeling anything? I should be feeling 1, 2, and 3. Why isn't this happening? Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. What? Don't be going around feeling like that and telling those things to yourself, and now like trying to evoke something inside of you that really and truly like you shouldn't be. I'm just saying, like, don't be going around feeling like there's something wrong with you, because really and truly there's nothing wrong with you. The way you're feeling is valid, and the way you are dealing with those emotions makes sense to you only, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense to you. Sometimes it doesn't, and it doesn't have to. It's just like there are some things that really and truly we try to put meaning and an explanation to, but they really don't have to make sense to anybody, not even to yourself. But it's something that you have to go through. It's something that you have to feel at that moment, because it's valid, and it's leading you towards something that is to come. So I just like really wanted to like point that out. Another thing with this is that like when you are in the presence of others, right, there are a lot of people, like we have days when we're not feeling that great, and you feel like, because I'm not feeling that great, because somebody else is not feeling that great, this person that I'm with, but I'm okay, now there'll be this guilt of, like, that's why I said we react to things differently. Some people might not feel this way. Some people, it might just be totally normal. It's like, I'm okay, I'm feeling good, so why should I put myself down just because somebody else is feeling a certain way? That's what I'm saying. Like, we react to things differently. Now you find that other people, when somebody else is in a bad mood but they're okay, now they kind of like try to be on the same level as that person that's not feeling great. And the reason for that would be like, there'll be these reasons behind it, right? They feel like overthinking basically, and feeling like, okay, if I'm okay and happy, maybe they might feel like I don't care, or they might feel like, oh, like they start overthinking and feeling like, oh, if I'm okay, like, there'll be these a lot of things that goes on in their mind, and feel like, hey, let me just be on the same levels to show them that I care, to show them that I see them and I'm aware and I'm seeing what they're going through. But what I've learned is that as somebody who does that or react to things like that, you don't have to show someone that you understand them by meeting them in the level that they're in, by like now dimming your light, basically, because that's what would happen. You trying to dim your light just to make sense of, or just to make somebody else understand, or make them feel as though like you understand what they're going through, or just to like, it's like you trying to like put yourself in a situation that they're in, to try to understand how they're feeling so that you can say you relate. But you don't have to relate, you can just be there. And I think a lot of people now, but when they find themselves in that situation, they wouldn't know really and truly what the matter is, and what they would need in situations like that, or in times like that. What they would need is just comforting words. They would just need for you to just check up on them here and there, but they're not asking you to like not be okay just because they're not okay. Because that, like, no sane person would ask for another person to not be okay just because they're not okay. There are people who do that, and I would like to believe that when they do that, they're not aware of it. They're not aware of themselves actually doing that, because on a conscious level, and with you being aware, I don't think you would want another person to not be okay just because you're not okay. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm saying, like, the people who do that and you would see them doing that, they're probably not even aware that they're doing that, because it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. Now what I'm saying is, like, what you can do is just showing that you are aware and you're seeing them, being there. That's what a person needs, honestly. for you to be there. Now you don't have to make the mood sour just by being in the same level as them. And now the whole atmosphere is awful, it's bad. Now the person that you're trying to like console is also now starting to feel bad, because it's like how this poor girl, she was in a good mood now, or this poor guy, this poor person, I don't want to say poor, but this person was trying to make me feel good. Now look at what I did. I made them not okay. Now they're not okay. Now you find yourself sitting in that depression mode and not feeling that great just because you're trying to make somebody else. Like, these things actually do happen, you guys. They happen, and they happen, okay? So you'd wonder and sit there and be like, nah, that's just nonsense. Who would do that? It does happen, because as people, we react to things differently, and what makes sense to us might not make sense to everybody, and it might be just the thing that would make sense at that moment, right? So now I know there are people who would feel like that. Hence I wanted to do this video, because I just learned and realized that as somebody who somewhat relates to this, all of this, obviously I'm talking from experience, as someone who relates to this, just wanted to let you guys know that, like, you don't have to dim your light you don't have to do that. You don't have to make yourself miserable just for you to feel like you understand what's going on, or just for you to make that next person feel as though you understand them. You can understand someone from where you're standing. You can understand them from, yeah, basically from where you're standing. You don't have to meet them where they are and actually like sit in the same position that they're in for you to say that you understand, for you to feel like you can comfort them or make them feel better. You can comfort someone from where you're standing. You can comfort and not like, because honestly that's what they would need though, you know. People, they don't need you to be like in the same position, because they know it's not nice there. They're trying to also get out, but it doesn't make sense to them. It doesn't make sense. They don't understand what's going on. They don't understand why they feel the way that they're feeling. Or sometimes they do, but it's like, it's hard. It's not easy for them to get out of that. And hence, you as that person with them, try to get them out of that, and make them feel better. You know, that positiveness that you be feeling, that goody feeling that you be feeling, like pour it onto them, you know, pour it onto them, and not like now attract the negativity. Rather like pour onto them your positivity and that good feeling. That's all, like, really that's needed. Like, life is all about like pouring and pouring, and just, it's not always about like taking, you know, because some things are just awful. Don't take, like, it's just awful. I hope this made sense, you guys. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, please do like and subscribe.